Alrighty guys, what's going on? So today in this video, we're going to be talking about big swim baits and how to basically which ones are best for people on a budget. So first, before I get into it, and my phone's not here, get to the shout outs. First shout out, I actually have 3 in this episode. The first shout out is going to my other cousin's channel. Now, you guys know Lyndon's channel, The Backroad Fisher. I've talked about it before. And a lot of you guys have subscribed to him, and you guys actually got him really close to 20, which is awesome. But I have another cousin who has decided, he's actually been thinking about it for a while. Oops, sorry, did not mean to hit the camera. But he has decided to get a YouTube channel as well. And I guess that he just kind of, he said that since I've had quite a bit of a success, that he decided that he wanted to do the same thing. So make sure you guys go check out his channel. His channel name is Big Baits Baker. I will have the link to all 3 channels that I will be giving a shout out to in the description down below, as well as the other baits that I will have in the description in this video. First, other shout out, I forgot what I was saying, goes to Guy Fishing. He was the first person to ask for a shout out. It was, I think it was one of the first like 5 or 6 comments. So go check out his channel and make sure you subscribe to him as well. I think he's got like, how many subscribers he's got? 78. He's got 78 subscribers. So let's see if we can get him to 80. Shouldn't be too hard. There's only like 3 subscribers. And the other shout out goes to Wilkins Outdoor Adventures. Go check out their channel. Make sure you comment and subscribe to him if you haven't already. And something that actually happened in this comment section is Morals. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. I'm thinking it says Morals Texas Fishing. Texas Fishing I know, but I don't know. I think it's Morals. He actually commented and said thanks for the links. That large swim bait looks good, and he said he's going to order it now. So hopefully, maybe he'll make a video on that. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm glad that the links have been helpful for some of you guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video now. As you guys know, there is a lot of really expensive swim baits out there on the market. You guys probably already know this. You guys have probably seen some of my videos talking about them. You guys have probably seen the Roman-made mothers and the Huddlestons, the sick fish, the what is it called? Creeper or American creeper or whatever, sick fish. You guys have probably seen those. They're expensive, right? Everybody knows it. So this video is going to be for you guys that have a budget of under $20 to buy some swim baits. Now, some of these are like close to 20 bucks. One of them is actually like 17 bucks or so. Depending on where you buy it, it can get up to 20 bucks. And depending on where you can buy it, you can get them all the way down to close to 15. But the one I got is like 17 something. So these here, this is a Gambler Big Easy. I bought these for like $5.60 something up for a package of I think 6. And that there is the biggest like soft plastic swim bait that I got. As far as like a pre-rig or rigging it with a EWG type hook. Next is the Castaic trout swim bait. Now I bought this for $7 something a while back, and I haven't gotten a chance to use it yet. Super duper excited to though. I think it looks really cool. I'm ready to try it out on some of these big bass that are pretty non-existent here in Illinois. So, yeah. Then, I think I already said the price on that, but I bought it for like $7 bucks. Next is probably my favorite soft plastic, big swim bait soft plastic one. That's the Savage Gear boot tail trout. It's in a trout shape, but it's actually like it's a hitch color. And if you guys don't know what a hitch is, it's basically like a type of forage that lives out in California and different places like that. I never heard of a hitch before. I just thought it was like a different word for shad until I actually watched a video from a guy out in California talking about it. So I guess that a hitch is a completely different species. I thought it was just a shad, but evidently they're different. I guess they look like that. I don't know. We don't have hitch around here. Our main food sources for bass are crappie, bluegill, and shad and crawfish. So I don't really know. That looks enough like a shad to me that I think it'll work. Next, are the unbranded swim baits. Next are the hard plastic swim baits. Number one, the first one I bought was this bluegill. You guys can look and see how well that bluegill looks. It looks super duper realistic. Honestly, it looks so much like the bluegill we have around here that I think it's going to get destroyed, especially in the spawn time. I think that it's just going to get eaten up. So there's that. That swim bait there was $9.99, $9.99. And then this one here, which you guys may have seen in my last video, the giant swim bait video, if you guys watched it. If you didn't though, make sure to go check it out because it's a pretty good video. But you guys can see here the big 7-inch swim bait, the giant shad. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can literally hear geese flying over the house right now. There are a lot of them. There's the big shad swim bait. Now, the place that I actually bought these from are a completely unbranded place. Here's the package here that I got that shad swim bait in. That's literally what it looks like. It's completely blank. There isn't a actual brand to these baits. It's just like people make them. But they're from like Zephyrus, Florida. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it's honestly like a weird name. But yeah, it's from Zephyrus, Florida. And I will give you guys the eBay links down below. I gave them to you last video, and somebody said that they're probably going to buy this shad swim bait. And that's awesome. I'm glad that it helped. So I'm going to try to get links for all of these. I don't know about these boot tail swim baits. They might not work because they're pretty hard to find in the first place. So I don't know. I'll give you links to as many as I can. Then, last but certainly not least, ow, there's a hook in my hand. Ow, that hurt a lot. These hooks on these baits are sharp. The S-Waver. You guys know I've talked about it before. Tactical Bassin talks about them a lot. The S-Waver is a bait that is pretty famous. It's like one of the first glide baits I ever bought. It's probably not this one, but the 120 is about my favorite bait right now, just because of how cool it looks. So make sure you guys. This one here was $17.98, I believe, almost 20 bucks. That, I mean, if you got a $20 budget, say you make $20 a month or a week or whatever, doing chores and stuff. Say if you're a young person, younger than me or my age or whatever, and you're wanting to get into big swim baits like I am, and you only get 20 bucks a week or 20 bucks a month or whatever it is, and you only have 20 bucks right now, best swim baits, honestly, and I'm going to tell you this because it's just my opinion. You can go and find other swim baits if you want to, but if you want a starter swim bait, the best swim bait to buy is a S-Waver 120 because it's not giant, but it's not tiny, so it's basically that perfect size that is not too big, but it's not too small. A 2-pounder could easily, I've caught 2-pounders on it. It's a really good bait, and it's not too expensive. It's like $11 to $13, I think was the price range. 11 to 13. The one I bought, I think, was 12 with shipping. And I'll give you links to the places that I buy. Most of these links are going to be from eBay, just because eBay is a heck of a lot cheaper than Tackle Warehouse and places like that. That's what I found. And most of these baits, actually, I think all of these baits, yeah, all of these baits that I'm showing you right now came from eBay, and I didn't have any problems with any of them. So yeah, make sure you guys check the link in the description, or all of the links, not just the one. There's links, multiple links in the description. You guys can go check them out. The unbranded swim baits, they have so many different types. They have bluegill, shad, baby bass, carp colored swim baits, which I didn't even know bass ate carp, but evidently they do. They have shiner colors, whatever you're looking for. If you live down in Florida where you got a lot of shiners, they got them kind of colors. If you live over in California, they got trout colors. If you live around here like in the Indiana, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Iowa, wherever you live down in like the Midwest, they got shad and bluegill colors. And honestly, they're probably my favorite swim baits because they're cheap and they are good quality. That's really good in a swim bait. So I hope you guys like this video. One of my favorite tips that actually I heard from Tactical Bassin is when you start swim bait fishing and you really want to get solely in the swim bait fishing, you can't be too easy to get frustrated, because it will frustrate you. I have not caught a fish on any of these big swim baits quite yet. I've had bites, multiple bites, but I haven't caught fish on them, mainly because most of them I bought through the winter. The 2 unbranded, the 168 I bought right at the end of bass fishing, and the trout I bought at the end of bass fishing, and the Savage Gear I also bought at basically the end of the year. So I haven't really gotten a chance to get out yet, but these are my favorite. I have caught fish on the 120, so if you are going to start fishing swim baits, the 120 is definitely the best one to do. It's just best all around. But make sure you don't get frustrated easily, because it is a frustrating way to fish. You know, you throw this right here for 15 hours in 2 days, you get bored with it, and then you want to pick up a shaky head or a Senko or a trick worm, whatever. It's hard. It is. It's going to get rough sometimes. You're going to get frustrated. But the best thing to do is just put your head down and keep fishing, because you never know. You just never know, because you can cast along a whole bank, the whole 15, 20 minute long, that makes no sense. Let's say a 30 yard bank. There's a 30-yard bank right here. You're getting ready to come at this end, go down there. You're sitting here, you go down halfway, you throw in big swim bait, don't get a bite. You go down there, catch a few dinks. Right there where you stopped throwing that swim bait, you were 2 casts away from catching the 10-pounder. You would have never known it. Because that 10-pounder, he would rather eat this than a little 5-inch trick worm. You know what I mean? So if you're going to go swim bait fishing and you're really serious about it, and you want to throw a swim bait for like all day, you can't be discouraged by not getting bites as soon as you start throwing. That's something that I learned. That's something that you learn over time. You can't get discouraged by not getting a bite on the first cast. You can't get mad over it. You just have to keep throwing it, and it's really just, it's fun, because you never know when you're going to catch a giant. I mean, it's really possible with these big baits. So that's my best tips for you. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you guys have any suggestions on baits that I should buy that are like under 20 bucks, because 20 bucks is kind of my minimum. That's where I'm kind of drawing the line anymore. 25 is about the most, like I'll cut it off right there. You know, I won't pay any more than 25 unless it's like a really good deal. But if you guys have any suggestions on baits that I probably should buy at some point, make sure you leave them down in the comments. Make sure you check out the channels in the description. Make sure you check out the baits in the description as well. And I will try to leave some of the colors that I use these baits in the description as well. So yeah, make sure you check them out. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Make sure you keep watching, keep waiting, because I'll have a second video coming out today too.